Welcome to the bench. This is a what's in the box. So we're going to have a look at what's in the box for this little beauty. The Tamiya Lotus 7, or Super 7 I should say, Series 2. Kit number is 24357, 24 scale, and oh dear, look what I've seen. Photo etch. Actually, to be fair, it's not that bad. I have had a slight peek or two inside the box, and it's not as bad as it could be. Tamiya could have gone to town and done an awful lot more photo etch, but it's one fret and the part count on the fret is quite low. So thankfully, it's not going to be too bad. So but as we all know, Dave really doesn't do photo etch very well. So hopefully this time, being it's straightforward and simple and not too much bending about, should be all right. So let's whip the top off. Oh, there misses. And let's get into the box and see what's what. So first of all, we have the obligatory Tamiya black and white, simple, straightforward, easy to follow instructions, taking you all the way through from start to finish of all what needs to be done and where it needs to be done. Colour call-outs for the various paints that you're going to need, call-outs for the photo etch as and when you need to put them in. And then we have the painting of the body and putting on the markings. Now, he says, I was going to do this in British Racing Green, but kind of watching various YouTube builds, and everybody else seems to be doing the British Racing Green, so I'm possibly gonna go with the red, because it does look rather good. However, these skinny wheels are going. We're not having them. I've found some slightly wider and a bit more sporty resin printable wheels. So, and I haven't printed them off yet, but that will happen just before I make a start on the kit. So it could very well be a racy red, and something's saying, what about a gloss black? Don't know. I'm kind of thinking racy red. I don't know why, but it just kind of seems to fit and work. Anyway, so in here, I'm not going to take them out because I don't want to lose them or get them damaged. We've got the decal sheet, we've got the seatbelt decals, and we've got the photo etch. And as you can see, it's not that bad at all. It is quite reasonable. There's no bending or anything. It's all hunky-dory, and yes, we should be all right with this. In the next bag, we've got the tyres that we won't be using and the chrome coloured hubcaps that we won't be using. But in here, I don't know whether it's coming out or not. In here, we've got these 4 little flutes that I think will be going on the engine somewhere, and I definitely do not want to lose these. So for now, this bag is staying unopened so that these tiny little parts remain where they are. And for the final bag of plastic, it is the obligatory clear parts that will remain in here until I absolutely need them, because I don't want them to get scratched or damaged. So they are remaining in there. What's up next? Well, next up is the first of two white sprues. It's Tamiya. There's no flash, there's no mismolds, it's Tamiya, it's shake and bake. Now, because there's only two sprues, you would think, hey Dave, two sprues, it's not going to take you long to build this, is it? We are talking to Captain Slow here. If it was my mate Colin, by the time I finished doing this video, he'd have this together. But me, I shall probably be taking my time. The wheels here, no, not using them. As I said, I've got an idea of some resin printed wheels and tyres that I'm going to use. So that and the tyres and hubcaps are donations to the Greebles box. Now, this is where it starts to get interesting. This bit and this bit. The plan is, and I'll stress the word plan at the moment, is they come off, and I'm going to make some over fenders, I think is a word, over mudguards on the wheel, so that as the wheels turn, so the mudguards remain over the wheels no matter what direction they're pointing. That I need to make a balsa wood form, and then put some filler and so on over the top of that, and then rub it down so it's nice and smooth. I also need to make a small container about yay big by about that deep, make a hole in the side so that I can attach the vacuum cleaner and have a drilled top, so that sit the form on and warm up a sheet of plastic, and whoop, over it goes and vac down, and it all sounds ever so easy. What can possibly go wrong? It makes you wonder. So these will not come off until I have successfully created and done the vac form for the over fenders, over mud guards, however you want to term them. Once that's been done successfully, then these will come off, because if they come off and I make a pig's ear of the vac form, I'm a little bit screwed. So yeah, at the moment, remain on, do the vac form, and then whip these off and start going forward. Now, racy red with a lemon yellow nose, I think, would work rather nicely. The other thing that I'm thinking is a piece of aluminium, and use this as a form for an aluminium bonnet, so that I can do my own louvres on the top. Will look a little bit more interesting than that. The other plan is for the engine detail, is I'm going to have a go at doing or enhancing the engine detail that you get in here, which is good, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the engine detail in here. It's just that, you know, the HT leads, the battery leads, the brake hoses, the various other bits and pieces that are not here, I'm going to try and put in, and yeah, make an enhancement of what's in the engine bay. The exhaust is going to have a modification, although at this moment in time I'm not 100% sure where I want to go with it or how I'm going to do it. It might be that it could end up being an aluminium exhaust and then sprayed over. I don't know. At the moment I'm still thinking about that, but that is the plan for this. How successful I'll be, well, I've no idea, but I'm going to have a damn good go and I'm going to enjoy doing it, because I've been watching a lot of the rather and very clever and skillful Japanese model makers that do all the engine detail and open up doors and bonnets and boots and so on and so forth, and I have been very much inspired to have a go. I can't guarantee that it's going to be anywhere near as good as what they do, but the process is to enjoy it and to try and come up with something slightly different. So that's the Lotus 7 or the Lotus Super 7 Series 2. My thoughts and my plans for it. What will come out at the end of it? Well, your guess is as good as mine, but I'm definitely going to give it a go and try and do something a little bit different. So with that said, there will be some a slideshow of photos of what's in the box, so you can have a pause and a closer look if you so wish, which leaves me to simply say thank you very much for watching. As always, stay safe, stay well, and I will see you in the next one.